Hello and welcome to Belong Blue Mountains 5 Minutes With. Today we have a really fabulous guest, but before we get into that, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land. This land was never ceded. I'd also like to acknowledge the resilience and brilliance of elders past, present and emerging. Thanks. So today we have Gavin with us. Hello Gavin, how are you?
Hey Amy, how you doing? I'm really good.
Good. So tell us a little bit about who you are and your background and whereabouts you work.
Sure. My name is Gavin. I am the manager of regional outreach at ACON. ACON is the largest LGBT plus health organisation, community health organisation in New South Wales. And my role there is to work in communities outside of the metropolitan area of Sydney. So a bit of my work goes up into the Nepean Blue Mountains, and I work with a team that looks after south and far west. So we go all the way down the coast to Bega, and then we skip all the way across Albury Wodonga, Wagga Wagga, all the way up to Broken Hill, and then back across the mountains. So it's a big slab of New South Wales, but you know we love getting out there and engaging with our community.
Yeah, beautiful. So it must be challenging to cover such a wide span and being able to do that. What are some of the things that you are able to offer these regional areas, specifically the Blue Mountains?
Well, we with COVID, everything's kind of been bounced on its head, unfortunately. Previous to COVID, our kind of modus operandi was to connect with communities through things like sexual health centres, community events, and also to engage with existing communities and organisations that were in our remit, in our regions. But with the onset of COVID, a lot of that stuff has been peeled back, unfortunately, and we're doing a bit of virtual get-togethers and forums and things like that. We've had to, like everyone, we've had to learn pretty quick how to move from face-to-face to an online environment, just like this.
I've actually seen one of ACON's online spaces, and it was to do with Trans Hub and just a conversation around the trans experience with people in the, I would imagine, Sydney community.
Yeah.
And so, although it's from afar and you're watching that video, I thought it was a really great way to connect to community, hear stories, and find those things out. So, although it's from far away, those videos I think are really amazing. So
they are, and with that, because that's the way that we've moved in the last 4 to 5 to 6 months. We're putting on events like a regional COVID-19 update. So we'll get a bunch of experts from regional areas. They'll come and talk to us about what the latest update is with COVID-19. And we throw in a bit of fun as well. So we'll have a couple of drag queens do a show. Some queer person is entertaining us with their beautiful voice. So there's a lot of lovely ways that we can engage and connect with the community through this online forum.
Beautiful. So with those things, what are ways that people in the Blue Mountains can reach out and engage if they're wanting to find out more, seeking support, might want to find out more about health challenges, any of those things?
Yeah, well, once again, it's all back online. So at the ACON website, we have a regional page, which is really awesome for people to get on board. It's www.acon.org.au, and you can find the regional section there with there's references to the different groups in the Blue Mountains as well. So we try to give as much focus as we can to the online arena, because that's kind of what we've been forced to do. So people can connect to us that way. We've got an awesome regional map, which is an interactive type thing that people can go and click on the little teardrops in their area, and that will bring up a location guide with all the different services that are provided within that particular region. So there's one in Nepean Blue Mountains, there's one in the Hawkesbury, there's one for Penrith area and Lithgow as well. So if there anyone out there that would like to engage in those contact or location guides, you can go in and do that off the interactive map on the website.
Amazing. I know that in our community we've got a lot of trans and gender diverse people. Something recent that's popped up is Trans Hub, which I also think is worth mentioning because it's such an amazing resource, not just for those that might be trans and gender diverse, but those that might be allies. Is there something you would like to add to that and talk to?
Yeah, most definitely. So Trans Hub is something that we're immensely proud of. That was a couple of my colleagues basically created a one-stop shop for all trans experience, I guess you could say. And it in itself has created a bit of a community for people to drop in, and they quite often host forums and opportunities to gather and talk online and have entertainment as well. But the Trans Hub is, absolutely something that we're really, really proud of. There was a bit of a void before. There were different groups that were concentrating on the trans experience, but this one platform is amazing. So if you're an ally or you're a trans person or you're gender different, jump on and have a look, because it's filled with info, it's packed with info, and it's a really great opportunity to have a look and learn a bit.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Is there any messages or things that you would like to share with the Blue Mountains LGBTQIA plus community where you are from afar and not able to come for the visits?
Yeah, well, one thing, because we're based, a lot of our work is HIV and STIs and sexual health, and we're encouraging people to continue to get tested, even if they are, dropping off in their activities. And we've got a new service called UTest, where people can book one of our representatives, I guess, and have a one-on-one online like this, and then we can send you a rapid HIV kit through the mail. So if anyone hasn't been to their GP for a little while or is a bit concerned about HIV transmission, this is a really awesome way that you can connect in a virtual world.
That's amazing that you've got UTest and that you're able to do that. So people that might be needing to get their checks done and they're a little bit overdue, or they're not overdue and they're ready to roll, please go and get them. This is such a brilliant way to do it, and it saves you going to the local GP. So
it does.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. You're staying safe in Sydney and holding tight through what is some challenging times.
Absolutely. So get involved, jump onto our website and have a look. We've got different workshops and forums happening all throughout the COVID experience. So have a look, because if something pops up that interests you, then please join us and get involved in an online community as such.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Amy.